Hey guys, it's Greg at Vanguard Motor Sales. Man, I got a cool one for you today. This baby's a 1978 F-150 four-wheel drive short bed, all confirmed on the Marty report. That's the way this thing was born. And it's got one little other piece of information. It was actually born a black truck with the freewheeling package on it. You can see that they've changed the color to this beautiful maroon. She is just absolutely cool as can be. To find a short bed Ford 1978 4x4. Now, I know you can buy a 4x4 anywhere in the world now in just about any kind of car or truck that you want. In 1978, 4x4s were hard to come by, and this is a real 4x4, guys. Now, the grill here looks like it's probably original equipment, and it's in beautiful shape for being from 1978. That just goes to show you that the truck was probably very well cared for throughout the years. Now, the chrome on the front bumper does look like it's brand new. Of course, you can see that it does have a lift kit on it. Now, stick with us in the video because we're going to get this baby up on the lift and show you everything on the bottom side, just how nice and clean everything is there also. You can see the stance is just amazing, just looking sweet as can be. Now, they call these dent side trucks because this cove right here. Now, this trim here, it also looks like it's probably original to the truck, just in beautiful shape. Oh, look at that. Do you see that running board come down all by itself? Let's see. You want to shut the door and we'll see it go back up. I think it takes a second. There it goes. Isn't that cool? Then look at the interior here. Beautiful. Everybody knows I like black interior. Now, it's got an aftermarket steering wheel on it, and it does have a 4-speed in it, guys, so you get to shift gears with this baby. Got great looking stitching on those seats. Beautiful truck. Super cool. Like I said, short bed and four-wheel drive. This is a rare occurrence right here back in the day, back in 1978. One of my buddy's dads had a crew cab 78. It wasn't four-wheel drive, but back then, pretty much only railroad workers and construction workers had one of those. We used to ride around with that thing in high school, and we just had a blast with it. Put the tailgate down here. You can see it's got a Rhino liner in there. We got the spare tire, just like Baja back there, ready to spin that baby off and get it back on the truck to get back on the trail. Looks like the tailgate's new. It is slick as can be. It's got beautiful paint on it. And then all the hardware looks new also. Then you look down that passenger side. Just beautiful. As you can tell, I'm in love with this truck. Like I said, we were riding around in a 1978 crew cab. Now, this one was born with a 351 under the hood, but it's been upgraded to a 400 M block. So that 400, a little more beefy, a little more torque. That's what they built those babies for. And everybody always asks us where we find all these beautiful vehicles. We have a whole buy team that all they do all day long is look for cars and trucks for sale. Then when they find them, we collect all the information, we all take a look at it, and if we decide to buy them, we physically go out and look at every vehicle so you don't have to. Let's go four-wheeling, guys. We got a big old four-wheel drive here, got 400 under the hood. We got gear shifter here. We actually have granny gear in this baby. It is a 4-speed, but that first gear is for pulling down buildings, pulling stumps out of the front yard. So you can basically start out in second in this thing whenever you're starting out. Now she is going through the gears nice and smooth. And don't forget, Tom can ship this baby anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513, and he'll tell you just how easy that process is. Now, I just downshifted from 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Like I said, you don't need to go to 1st. And as a matter of fact, to get it in 1st, you need to pretty much come to a complete stop. Now, you can see down here on the dash, we got our vintage air, our aftermarket radio, our aftermarket gauges, everything looking sweet here on the dash. She's looking beautiful. The dash pad itself's in good shape. It's all aftermarket, looking good with this TMI interior. I love the gear shifters in these. Really remind me of when I was a kid, we had one of them big old F-600s. We used to haul around our fertilizer tank on when we were planting. That was one of the first trucks I got to drive when I was a kid. Tell you what, I had a lot of fun, a lot of memories. It was one of those old cab overs, remember those? Just sitting on the front axle. Now we're about to head back to our shop where we're gonna put this baby up on the lift so you can see the bottom side. And make sure you subscribe to our channel. I wanna thank everybody who has subscribed to our channel. We've got over 1 million subscribers now. We're headed to 2 million. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We're right here in the Motor City at 15100 Keel Street in Plymouth, Michigan. So stick with us. We're going in the air with this one right now. We are underneath the truck now, and it is pretty under here. You can see everything's been cleaned up, finished up, looking good. Exhaust system looks like it's pretty new. All looking sweet, tucked up in there, real nice hangers. Now on the brakes, the guys will make sure they take the brakes all apart, make sure they're in good working order. You can see the brand new shocks on here. Check the ad for the gear ratio. If I remember correctly, I believe it was a 350 ratio on the gear. We've got, looks like Flowmaster mufflers. Yep, they got hangers on them right here, looking good. And then we've got the automatic steps here that pop down, which are really cool. Got brand new headers on here. Everything's looking nice and slick under here. And of course, we got that top loader. Talked about that earlier. You can see everything looking sweet on here. It looks like a new tie rod end down there. We got dual shocks up there. We got shock on the steering also. Looks like aluminum radiator in there. Bottom side of the motor's nice and clean. Front bumper looks like it's got a little bit of age to it, but man, does it got a nice shine to it. Now on the tires and wheels, man, I love them. These are my favorite all-terrain BFGs. We do have the worn lockout hubs and the aluminum wheels looking sweet. And the size on these are 35 12.5 by 15s. And then as you look down the side there, that maroon paint just looking sweet. Really nice how that step really tucks up there out of the way. I mean, when this thing's sitting on the ground, you can't even see that step. They did a really nice job designing that baby. And of course, same size tire and wheel back here, just looking sweet on these 35s. Well, let's lower it down and see what's under the hood. All right, we got 400 power under here, man. You want to talk about sweet? Look at this. It's got a brand new AC setup on it. Got a brand new carburetor on it. We got some great looking Ford aluminum racing valve covers. We got those new headers down there. The truck does have power brakes. The truck does have power steering. You can see everything under here is looking nice and neat and clean. Wiring all looks good. Did a good job hiding all the lines here for the AC. Looks like it's got an HEI distributor in it. Now a lot of guys, you know, say, hey, that's a GM distributor. Well, those guys actually make distributors for Fords too. It just has a coil up here in the cap. Makes it a little more convenient. It does have an electric choke on that carburetor. I mean, everything under here is looking sweet as can be. I think I already mentioned the aluminum radiator. So guys, give us a call, 248-974-9513, and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this dream in your drive.